If you are unaware that somebody is envious of you, you are at a disadvantage, because then you cannot protect yourself from the tactics that they use to try to put you down. This book breaks it down perfectly. Envy isn't about what you look like or what you have. Somebody can really have it all. They can have the looks, the car, the job, the money, whatever, but still be jealous of who you are as a person because they do not have peace. She then goes on to talk about different types of envious people and basically knowing your opponent or knowing their play. So she mentions a whole lot of them, but I'm not going to mention it for copyright reasons. But the first one, I'll mention two. The first one is the provoker, which we all know a provoker who tries to get a negative response out of you. And basically what this negative response does is validate that envious person. So the best way to combat them is to simply ignore them. Do not give them the response, because for the most part the provoker's agenda is contingent upon a response, and it's key to not give them one. Another example that she talks about is the crippler. So this can be a person who encourages you to not look for jobs, or as they don't mind paying rent and focusing on your studies. So they do this so that you are completely dependent on them. And once you're in that state of dependency, they're able to pull the rug under you and stop supporting you. And they do this because they want you to need them. So when you're dealing with somebody like this, it's best to get in the habit of covering your back end. Don't disclose how much money you have, your networks, or your private resources, because they will try to sabotage it. Also, don't have conversations about any opportunities or aspirations that you have around them. Try to be discreet as possible and try to make sure that you know how to take care of yourself so that you're not dependent on anybody. Like when I tell you, she talks about so many tactics that apply to so many areas of your life. Like I promise you, if you feel like people are envious of you and you read this, you will find multiple ways of how people try to like use certain tactics against you. Like she gets to the nitty-gritties to where she's even talking about romantic envy, where you could be with a person who is intentionally trying to put you in a love triangle, or you're dealing with a scorned lover or an envious partner of an ex. Like she really gets down to the gritties, and she teaches you how to defend yourself against these tactics. People can have it all and still be envious of other people's success and happiness. Do not base a person's inner well-being on their outward appearance. You might be thinking to yourself, it doesn't make sense why they are being competitive with me. They have a relationship, they have a car, they have friends, they're popular, they have a job, but they do not have peace. Some people are envious even when they appear to have it all, because it upsets them that even though they have everything, they are still unhappy. Someone who is envious does not always envy what you have. They will envy you for who you are. And this is when they go into overdrive and try to compete with you. She even talks about like different things that envious people do, like why they judge you and criticize you. They'll try to isolate you and leave you out, and they'll even try to imitate you, bro. They'll even try to fucking beat you. But yeah, cop this book, read it. Short read, I think it's like 130 pages max. I read this in like a day. Very informative. Cop that.